Hello, my name is Kurt Ugland. I'm a video producer for the City of Plano, Plano Television Network. That's the City of Plano, Texas's municipal cable unit. And that's how I originally met Martin back 18 years ago. We were both producers for Plano Television Network back then, before Martin stepped out and basically made severe weather his career. I continue to be a producer at Plano Television Network. But in my spare time, I've had the opportunity to go on dozens of chases with Martin, sometimes traveling hundreds of miles into Tornado Alley only to discover blue skies. Because that's the interesting thing about storm chasing is you never know what you're going to get. You never know what Mother Nature is going to deal that day. We did have a couple of pretty exciting chases. We've seen some beautiful cloud structures. We've been in lots of crazy lightning. We've been hit by our fair share of hail, and we've seen some great tornadoes. Probably my favorite chase was Harper County, Kansas, back in 2004. That storm produced, I believe, between 6 and 10 tornadoes. We never could determine how many we actually saw. We were moving, running and gunning so fast that day. But we did shoot some beautiful footage. I was actually working on a little documentary for Plano Television Network on Martin and on storm chasing, and that footage and that story actually was nominated for a Lone Star Emmy. So that was a pretty proud moment, getting to marry both my passion for storm chasing and my career as a television producer. I've been on some chases without Martin. I shoot local lightning. That's kind of my specialty. Urban lightning. And early on in my lightning chasing career, I wasn't probably as smart, or maybe I thought I was a little more bulletproof. And I would always try to get above the clutter of the city. So at one point I remember climbing on to the top of a 3-story building with my girlfriend, setting up the tripod and shooting this wonderful lightning in the distance. Well, back then I had fairly long hair, significantly longer than it is right now, and the static electricity blew my hair out. My girlfriend started screaming because, of course, the static electricity in the air is a good indication of local lightning. So we got off the roof. We didn't get fried. That's good. And I think I'm a little smarter now, maybe a little bit. Oh, I'm sure that you've heard a lot of exciting stories about storm chasing. I'll tell you one thing that I've discovered about storm chasing, maybe unique to me. From the minute you get in the car with Martin, the weather radio is on. And the weather radio keeps, if you've heard it, it's this robotic voice that keeps repeating over and over the same thing, barometric pressure, temperature, blah, blah, blah. Well, it has this kind of effect on me like Pavlov's dog, and as soon as I hear the weather radio, it almost immediately puts me to sleep. So often while we're racing towards a storm, I am in the passenger seat sleeping away. Martin and I were shooting Hurricane Jeanne, I believe it was, in Florida several years ago. And we were positioning ourselves kind of in the destruction path, trying to shoot some of the storm destruction. And Martin's got this great picture of me in the passenger seat, sound asleep in the eye of the hurricane. I guess that's all I have to say about storm chasing. I will say that I consider myself privileged to have had the opportunity to storm chase all these years, and I've seen some beautiful things as a result of it. I love to travel as well, and when I travel I usually pick locations that are off the beaten path, places that most people wouldn't go to, and that's what I probably love most about storm chasing, is you're seeing something very unique, something that most people don't get to see. So anyhow, that's all I have to say. Thank you.